Earlier this week, Salesforce announced the launch of a customer service help desk platform simply called Desk.com. The dashboard is, of course, cloud-based and integrates Facebook and Twitter feeds in addition to email and other traditional channels. The service acts as a portable help desk through its mobile component and is geared towards small to medium-sized businesses. And Alex Bard, the Vice President and General Manager of Desk.com, is joining us now by way of Skype to talk about all the details of the platform. Thanks for being with us today, Alex.
You're very welcome. How are you, Abby?
Great, how are you?
Excellent, thanks.
Great, well, let's get into Desk.com. Can you tell us more about this announcement and how it can improve customer service?
Absolutely. So Desk.com is a social help desk for small and medium businesses. We talked to thousands of these small and medium businesses about their customer support needs, and we kept hearing three themes over and over again. We kept hearing that they needed a help desk that was social, that basically treated Twitter and Facebook as first-class citizens alongside the traditional support channels such as phone, email, and web. We kept hearing that it needed to be mobile. For these businesses, business doesn't stop when you leave the office. And so literally, they needed a help desk that they could carry in their pocket. And finally, they needed it to be simple. Many of these companies don't have large IT departments or budgets or resources, and so they needed something they can get up and running really quickly. And those are kind of the three key promises of Desk.com. It helps you capture all of your customer interactions across these channels, social and traditional. It's got a mobile aspect that helps you carry your help desk with you no matter where you go, so you can respond to customers from the train, from an airport, from anywhere in the world. And finally, it literally takes just minutes to set up, and many of the companies using Desk have it completely set up and running within a day or even over a weekend with no IT resources.
Wow, and I understand that Desk.com was originally developed by Assistly, which was acquired by Salesforce last year?
That's exactly right. So Assistly had been around for 2 years really serving this market, and we got together with Salesforce, who was an investor in the company, and really talked about their vision of the social enterprise and what that means for medium and large organizations. And the opportunity that we saw was to take that social enterprise vision, democratize it, and bring it down to the lower end of the market. So post-acquisition, that's exactly what we've been working on. We've effectively rebuilt, or I should say built completely new, a brand new product called Desk.com that leveraged some of the ideas and principles behind Assistly and brought in some of these new concepts from Salesforce, which was then ultimately released as Desk.com.
Very good. Well, the platform is very focused on social media, so can you explain more about this component?
Absolutely. And so we're seeing in today's world, there's actually a quote that I use to tell the story, and it's a Jeff Bezos quote that's now over a decade old. And the quote goes something like, if you make a customer unhappy in the physical world, they'll tell 6 people. If you make them unhappy on the internet, they'll tell 6,000. That's never been truer than today. And that's true because of social media. It's because of all these personal publishing platforms like Twitter and Facebook. We can infect many more people. And because we're always connected now, that message spreads really quickly. And we've seen it in the news with Molly Catchpole and Bank of America, where they reversed their fees, or with AAA and Budweiser, where they had to update marketing messages, or even companies like Southwest Airlines directly interacting with their customers over Twitter. That pressure is forcing big companies and small businesses to revisit their tools and process and really philosophy around customer support. And so I actually think it's a really great thing. And I think that most businesses, if not all businesses, need to think about their social interaction with their customers just as importantly as they think about their traditional interactions.
Right. Well, Salesforce is known for its products at the enterprise level. So why did it feel the need to specifically target SMBs with this product?
Well, if you actually go back to Salesforce's roots when they started the company in the late 90s, they provided solutions for the SMB market. And over time, they evolved and now serve some of the biggest brands in the world, Burberry, Toyota, and many others. And so they realized that there's a huge opportunity, really an underserved market in the SMB space, specifically around customer support. And so that's why they decided to kind of double down with Desk.com in that arena. And if you think about some of their products absolutely do serve that market. Sales Cloud, for example, is in use by many thousands of SMBs. And so this is really the complement to that on the support side.
So what would you say to convince a company that they need this platform?
I mean, I just think that in today's world, really, the driving factor is the customer. And the customer is now social. I mean, we see how much time we spend on social networks. The customer is now mobile, always connected, and the customer is global. And I think these businesses already have challenges with overflowing inboxes, with post-it notes that they're using to try to capture phone calls, with trying to figure out how to enable self-service. And now they have to think about how do they bring Twitter and Facebook into the fold. And it's a really difficult challenge. And Desk.com, from our perspective and many of the companies that we've talked to, is the killer app that helps them manage all this in one place. It's really kind of the aspirin to this pain that they're experiencing right now.
And as far as that management goes, aren't there analytics and reporting, things like that go along with it?
Absolutely. So it's not just engaging with your customers and being awesomely responsive. It's also understanding the areas where you're doing well and maybe identifying areas for improvement. So there is absolutely an analytics component to this that helps you get through that.
Okay, great. Well, what are the costs involved and how difficult is it to deploy?
So let's talk about the deployment question. This goes back to the point that I was making around simplicity. Literally, as a smaller or medium business, you go to desk.com, you click on Get Started, fill in 4 fields, and within 60 seconds, you have your own version of desk.com up and running. And then once you're in it, we give you a step-by-step guide of kind of the key actions to take to really optimize the help desk for your environment. We make those steps as simple as setting up your favorite consumer app. So we've spent a lot of time in terms of making it really simple. The second question around cost, I believe we've also built a really unique, interesting model for SMBs. So here's how it works. The first seat of Desk.com is completely free. So any business of any size can get started today with a help desk at no cost. It's then $49 per additional full-time support person per month. So depending on how many full-time people you have in your business, they're $49 per month. And then we have a really innovative part of the model where, as we talk to these small and medium businesses, they told us that they have many part-time people, other folks inside of the organization or in the company that actually do provide customer support, whether it's a CEO, developers, people inside of the product group. And for those more casual users of the product, we charge $1 per hour. So you can create as many accounts as you want for free, and they only get charged $1 per hour of usage. It really makes it flexible and enables everyone in your company to be part of the process.
All right. Sounds like a very exciting platform. Thank you so much for talking with us about it.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Abby.
You're very welcome. And for more information on this new platform, visit desk.com. Reporting for WebPro News, I'm Abby Johnson.